I know that exams drive you crazy, but it's now test time, so you'll pass it maybe. It's exam 2. It works the same way as exam 1. You still have 3 days, and you should know how the proctoring situation goes, so hopefully that flows better. People in Laramie, hopefully you signed up for a time slot because your options get limited as time goes on. If not, fix it now! You still have a page of study notes. The test 1 notes, often people don't want those back. Test 2, you probably will want those back to study for the final, and you can get them back after the exam is released. Again, it's WebAssign in the applet calculator. You need your ID. It's still 15 minutes. What's different about exam 2? Exam 2 is considered harder. In fact, many students say it's actually harder than the final. That's not true. The final and exam 2 are kind of pretty similar, but when you get to the final, you've had more time to study hypothesis testing, so you're feeling a little more comfortable with like p-values and stuff. So they say the final was pretty easy, but exam 2 is the tough one. It is 15 minutes, and this is the test where you might feel like you're running low on time. Test 1 in the final, not so much, but test 2, it can happen. Do submit frequently, because if you fill in all the answers and never click submit because you exited out of the tab, yes, it happens. I have no record of what you've done. One thing that's a little different than the homework, you notice in the homework, like it locks out the conclusion part until you've got the z-score and the p-value. Not for exams. For exams, everything is open. And yes, it changes based off what you have previously. So if you mess up on the z-score, the p-value will adjust to be what it should be for that z-score. So that's a little easier. Another common question for cannot do questions, do they have z-scores? No, there is no z or t connected to a question that's a cannot do because you can't do it. So there's no distribution for z or t. Other than that, everything else kind of flows pretty much the same. If you have an issue or a problem, please let me know sooner rather than later. You should see some practice exams. Make sure you take a look at those, and we'll go to it.